15, be nice. Seriously, be nice. Life is already fucking hard enough. I feel like the older you get, the more that you understand that people go through shit. People go through things that they don't talk about. And just be nice, be kind. Because you never know that you might be the first kind words that this person ever hears in the day, in the week. They might be in such a shitty situation that they don't see where they can have gratitude for it. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder and CEO of the Create app, an app created specifically for content creators. So if that's you, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We should be launching in early November. I'm super excited. My app's going to be a Scorpio baby. But today we're going to talk about 25 things I wish I'd known about life 10 years ago. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and let's get right into the video. This video idea came from a post that my friend Jennifer, hey Jen, posted a couple of months ago, and I saved it on my phone. And now that I Googled it, I actually found an article with the exact same thing. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving credit where credit is due. The article I can link below. It's going to be by Darius Forox, but here are the 25 things that he mentioned in his article. Number 1, struggle is good. I feel like with struggle, it comes growth. Also, when we struggle, it gives us perspective, and it also gives us a new way of thinking through life. I come from communist Cuba, and that struggle of growing up has really kept me humble, and it basically has made me the person that I am today, making sure that I treat everybody with the same respect, no matter if you're the CEO or the janitor. Number 2, don't complain. It says complaining is the biggest waste of time. You either do something about it or you shut the fuck up. Don't kill the messenger. It is what it is. But I also think there's times that we can complain. For example, I remember when I gained 30 pounds when I was going through my divorce. And prior to that, I was just so unhappy and I just kept stress eating. And I gained 30 pounds and I was so unhappy. And it got to the point that I was like, Giselle, if you're so damn unhappy, do something about it. And if you're just gonna keep shoving your face with food, then shut up. Because you're not that stressed about it. It's not bothering you that much that you are not willing to do a change. And did I do a change? I sure did. And did I lose those 30 pounds? I sure did. So, I mean, complaining will only get you so far. We have the power to change. We just give our power away too often. So take your power back and make a change. Number 3, spend time with people you love. Oh my gosh, yes. I truly just want to spend time with the people that I love. And even today at work, you know who you are. Someone was having problems with their family and they had to go because it was an emergency. Their family member had to go to the hospital. And everybody was just like, go man, go. Like, what are you waiting for approval? It's better to ask for forgiveness and ask for permission. Like, this is your family member. This might be the last time that you get to see them. Like, spend the time with the people you love. Stop putting corporations in front of your family. It's not worth it. Number 5, exercise daily. I haven't been exercising daily. I have not been exercising daily, but I am trying to. I know that the biggest blessing, the biggest currency that we can have is our health. And for that, we need to move our body. Number 6, keep a journal. I also don't do this. I feel like this is my journal, creating YouTube videos about how I'm growing as a person, topics that I'm interested in, topics that I'm learning about. I think this is like my video journal vlog. Number 7, be grateful. Oh, gratitude is so important. I think I just did a video on this when it came to taking your power back. I feel like when we don't have gratitude, we lean more into complaining. But if we can just go back and be thankful for the things that we do have and focus more on those things, again, when we're grateful for things, the universe gives us more things to be grateful for. Number 8, don't care what people say. Say it louder for the people in the back. I was just talking to another coworker at work, and she was just telling me how her 20s were okay. She had a great time, a lot of fun. Her 30s was really hard for her because she was trying to find herself, and that was a struggle. But her 40s, oh my gosh, she's loving her 40s, and she's so excited for her 50s. And one of the reasons that she said that she loves her 40s so much is because she got to a point that she doesn't care what people have to say about her. She got to a point that she can be herself, that she could give 3 damns, that she lives her life for her. And I'm so thankful that I'm already there. Big 28, I'm turning 29 this year. My 30s, I already know. I already feel it. It's gonna be a fucking vibe. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be freaking amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be alive. I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so happy to be alive. And I have done the work at the beginning after my divorce, going to therapy, reading the books, doing the work, the actual work, and practicing that detachment style. I just did a video on taking your power back. What is real power? Real power is not giving a fuck what anybody has to say about you. Real power is knowing when you're fucking up. Real power is being able to have those conversations with yourself. Real power is emotional intelligence. Real power is self-awareness. Real power is being detached of whatever is not for you. That is real power. And that's what we have over here. That's what we strive for at GS for Growth. And not caring what people say about you is a 10 out of 10 experience that I wish upon everyone. Number 9, take more risks. Starting this app, I am just a Black Hispanic woman in tech. Who the hell do I think I am? That girl. And I'm taking a risk. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning along the way, and I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to spend the money. You know, so many people have business ideas that they never apply because they're too scared to move forward. They're too scared. What if they fail? What if I do? I don't have any kids. I don't have a husband. I don't have a house. What if I do fail? What if it all goes to shit? At least I had a freaking blast while I was doing it. So I love right now in this point of my life, just taking risks, like traveling the world, meeting new people, doing new things. On my birthday, that's one of the favorite things that I love to do is trying new things. Last year I went skydiving, I went scuba diving, I went to Egypt. I love exploring new countries for my birthday. This year we're going to St. Lucia. Like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Number 10. Pick an industry, not a job. I feel like for me, I've been kind of a little bit all over the place. I've always worked in the service industry, and I always joke that I'm working on my bedside manner because I did go to the University of South Florida to get my bachelor's in biology because I was pre-med and I didn't want to go to medical school. Right now, I don't know about all that because after COVID-19, I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to medicine. But I feel like the industry that I have picked has always had to do with people. I want to help people, whether that's through YouTube, helping people with their mental health, creating a safe space to talk about things that not a lot of people are talking about, creating a space where you feel comfortable enough to dig deeper, creating a space that creates strong-ass sunflowers, strong-ass individuals that stand 10 toes down in who they are and they're authentic. That's my industry. That's what I want to be. That's the industry that I want to be in. I don't want a job. I want something that drives me with love and admiration. And I would wake up and edit and film all these crazy ass videos at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, edit, post, because it really lights my heart on fire. Number 11, lead the way. I feel like I joke about this all the time at work. I'm like, y'all don't pay me enough to lead. And I'm a Scorpio. What can I say? I am a natural leader. And if I see that we're in chaos and no one's taking over, I will definitely lead. And I think that's why in my life partner, I do need a man that can lead and it's very assertive in his leadership role because I do tend to overtake the pack and I need a strong man to stand by me to allow him to lead so I can step back a little because I will take over. And when we talk about leading, it's not always necessarily like in a business setting. I say let's lead when it comes to authenticity. Let's lead when it comes to being kind and love each other and creating businesses that make us proud. Let's lead in that. Let's lead into humanity and being the example. 12, money is not the most important thing. Even though I agreed with this, because health is our most important thing, our friendships are our most important things, the people that we love, experiences, all these things are more important than money, right? Like our mental health, oh my gosh, like all of these things. But at the same time, money might not be the most important thing, but money does affect the most important things. Whether you're a millennial like me, 28, with no health insurance, I don't go to the doctor often, maybe like once a year, or I try to go to the doctor in another country whenever I go visit my family in Cuba. But money does affect the most important things, like our health, the things that we eat, the food that we eat, the quality, you know, where we put our kids in school, all these things, what we experience, you know, being able to travel is a luxury, you know, being able to see new cultures and getting new perspectives and new ideas. It's a luxury that not a lot of people get to have. So at the end of the day, yes, money is not everything, but it does affect everything that matters. 13, be nice. Seriously, be nice. Life is already fucking hard enough. I feel like the older you get, the more that you understand that people go through shit. People go through things that they don't talk about. And just be nice, be kind, because you never know that you might be the first kind words that this person ever hears in the day and the week. They might be in such a shitty situation that they don't see where they can have gratitude for it. Maybe they feel like all they can do is complain. They feel like they can't take the risk of getting out of the situation because they feel stuck. They can't feel grateful. So just be kind. Number 14, don't judge. And with being kind, again, going to that don't judge part, there's so many people going through things that they don't speak of. And the people that do go through things, again, you don't know the whole background story of like why they became those kinds of workers, or why they became a stripper, or why they got an OnlyFans page, or why they have 3 kids and 4 baby daddies. And it's none of my business. It's really none of my business. And a lot of these people have gone through a lot of trauma. 15, learn every day. And that's what we preach here at GS for Growth. Every day I'm learning, whether it's about business, whether it's reading a book, whether it's just watching a new YouTube video. I love YouTube. Right now, YouTube has become my favorite platform to learn. I love these podcasts on here, and 10 out of 10 recommend. But keeping our mind active also keeps us young. Number 16, rest before you're tired. Oh my gosh, I think I have learned this one in the last couple of years, because I would definitely be on go. And even though that is really good too, like being a go-getter, hustler mentality and all these things, I always understood that like I need a rest. I can't just go. I need time off. And I remember when I was in college, I was so stressed between just getting married, starting college, being a pre-med student, doing all these classes, working full-time, going to church, being a church leader, all these things. I was so stressed that I would do the 4 months of school, and then right after the 4 months, I needed a vacation. I would book a vacation right after the school year, and then the school year would start again, and then I would have to book another one for the winter time, because it was just so overwhelming and I needed a break. But I feel like it was too late in the game. I was already like running on like air at that point. So as I got older, I learned that maybe, hey, let's not wait till you're like almost on empty, like literally pushing it. Like work before that. When your body feels tired, take a break, take a nap. Like today, I came from work. I got out of work early, and I knew that I needed to film all these videos, but I was like, I'm tired. My body feels tired. I'm gonna take a nap. I took an hour nap, and then guess what? The video still got done. I still did the work, but I made sure that I listened to my body first. Number 17, think about others. There's such a beautiful balance because I know people say, oh, you're selfish and this and that. There's such a beautiful balance about loving yourself as much as you love others, and being as kind to yourself as much as you are kind to others. So usually when I'm doing things, I do think of others. How would I feel if I was in their position? So making sure that we don't always make everything about ourselves. Everybody else is struggling too. Everybody else has families. Everybody else has their own thing going on. Not just you. It's not, even though it's a G world, I know that it's not a G world. So when I show up in public spaces, I make sure that I give people room to exist. Number 18, give without expecting something in return. Woo, baby. This is one that I love. I think the last couple of years, like 3 years ago, one of the lessons that I learned from this was when I read The Mastery of Love. And that's an amazing book. I 10 out of 10 recommend. But he in there talked about love. And it talked about we don't have to wait for someone to love us for us to love them. And that's why someone can have broken your heart or done some bad things to you, but you still love them. Because your love wasn't necessarily because of what they provided for you in a sense. So when we get that detachment of like, I can love a total stranger just because, oh my gosh, I love your aura. I love your vibe. I love you. I can say that to a total stranger and 100% mean it. I love you. And when I say that, I don't need anything in return. And having that detachment from being loved in return, it's such a big game changer because it allows you to just love more without fear of like not being loved in return. Because who cares? I love me. I love myself. And I feel like when you start expecting things in return, that's when you get your feelings hurt because not everybody acts the way that you do. The way that I am, I try not to change my character for nothing. You know, the way that I am is going to be the same no matter what room I'm in. And some people would not do the same thing that you would do. But guess what? You can't be doing things because you expect other people to treat you like you treated them. Number 19, there's no end game. It states that we as a species, we just are. Stop trying to figure out the life after this and what's the end game and what should I do and what's gonna happen 45 years from now and is the world gonna end. Live in the moment, live in the present. Love the journey. I feel like sometimes we get so sidetracked by the end result that we forget to focus on the journey. Number 20, enjoy the small things. This is something that I've really been trying to do more of. Like, I'll bake cookies or cook with like my heels on, and I'll put like Disney songs like ta-da-da, ta-da-da, like a Snow White, like Sleeping Beauty type of vibe. And I love that for me. I love to make my life a fairy tale. I love to make the small moments in my life because the small moments are what truly create our life. Number 21, don't take yourself too serious. Literally. It's all a game. It's all a facade. Life is not that serious. We're all gonna die. So just have fun. Know that it's part of life. We're all gonna fail. We all are gonna look dumb sometimes. It's okay. Learn to have that detachment of whatever someone says about you. Who cares? It's not that serious. Go bounce that ass. Go twerk somewhere. Okay? Go dance to that song that you like, but you don't know the moves. Who cares? It's not that serious. Number 22, don't blame people. This reminds me of the fourth agreement when he talks about 1, be impeccable with your words, and 2, don't think anything personal. Because most of the people that tell you things, they have their own things going on. It says, don't take anything personal. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of their needless suffering. We ain't got time to suffer. Most people that judge, that say crap about you, that talk about you, baby, they have their own stuff going on because of their perspective, because of their traumas. It has nothing to do with you 99.999% of the time. And with that being said, also don't blame yourself. Give yourself grace. I feel like we can be the harshest on ourselves. So give yourself grace. You're just human. It's okay. It's not that serious. Number 23, create something, anything. It doesn't have to be a legacy. It doesn't have to be something fancy. It doesn't have to be a whole freaking country album like Beyonce, but create something that you love, whether that's a photo album, whether that's a YouTube channel, whether that's a podcast, whether that's going to go make pottery. I really want to go to a pottery class. That's on my bucket list. But whatever it is, go make it. Go create art. Go take pictures. Oh, I love taking pictures of like the views and the scenery and the trees. It's just surreal. I'm so thankful to be alive. And again, being grateful, not complaining. All these things literally lower your cortisol level. When you feel like you're accomplishing things, when you feel like you are creating, because at the end of the day, we are created by the highest, by the universe. We ourselves are creators as well. So make sure that we're creating things that we love. Number 24. You guys know my lucky number 24. It says, never look back for too long. I love looking back, but like it says, never look back for too long. I know I got married at 19 and I got divorced at 24, and I've always wanted to be married. And sometimes I remember like the really good times. But one of the things that I've learned is that just because you remember the good times doesn't mean that you want to be back in that space. Like, you can still enjoy the good memories that you have with somebody, or that they made you laugh, or something that reminds you of them, and keep moving in your present. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going back there, but don't look for too long, because I know that my future husband, my life partner, is going to be amazing. We're going to create amazing memories together too. But having the opportunity to be looking back at the good memories without feeling crappy, without feeling sad. But not only about my ex-husband, but when I think about my grandfather, or when I think about my great grandmother, like the memories that we shared, I cherish it and then I let it go and move forward. And number 25, take action. Take the bull by the horns and take action, takes risks. I know we've been talking about all these things, I did a video on like, these are the 5 regrets of the dying and blah, blah, blah. We do a lot of talking. Make sure that you're taking action. Make sure that you're doing and applying these things to your life. Stop caring. Stop giving 2 damns about what anybody has to do. about what anybody has to say about you. Create that YouTube video, create that podcast, do that interview, become a photographer, be a model, whatever you want to do, do it. Take action. Even if it's just for fun. If you want to travel to India, travel to India. Have your eat, pray, love moment. I still want to do that. And even though we think that we know life, like Socrates says, the only thing that we know is that we know nothing. So go create memories out there. Go live your very best life. You deserve it. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao. Bye.